Hello and welcome to another horror movie review. I am Chucky, and I'm going to do one it's called Scream Bloody Murder. One of its other titles is Matthew. I got it in a collection that you could buy. It has like 10 horror films. This movie is weird. Like, make no sense fucking weird. So, the movie starts off with a kid using a tractor to kill his dad, but he hops out and the thing crushes his hand, which then he gets put in a mental institution, and then he comes back and sees his mom is remarried, and he kills his stepdad and his mom, which in most movies it would take a whole movie to do that. He's maybe in the mental institution for like one or two scenes, and then he literally goes across country killing people. When a man and a woman touch, he flips out, has a mental problem. Murder, murder, murder. He kills couples, he kills sailors, he becomes friends with a prostitute who he then says he's rich, so he finds a mansion, kills the people inside the mansion, and then he holds this chick captive, and from there he has like all these weird trippy things of seeing his dead mother, and really just wants to do things a certain way. And then he abducts this woman and he forces her to live with him for a long time. He forces her to eat, watches her take a bath. All these weird things keep going on. You have a cameo from the guy who would become the tall man in this as well. The movie is just weird, and the ending, gotta get to that ending. The ending is literally, he goes into the church and he starts seeing vision of all the people he killed, and they convince him to stab himself in the stomach and rip it open. Like, he's supposed to be like this lovable character, but he's psychotic and weird. Like, the whole movie, like, they don't sugarcoat it that he's psychotic. He kills multiple people on the road. He never gets caught for anything. There's no police at all in this movie. And literally, it's almost an excuse to make a gore film, because there's a lot of blood. And this actually came out before Halloween. It predates Halloween, which is weird. But this movie, it's not really shot that well. Like, it really has a grainy look to it. The acting is like subpar. Literally, from what I read, doing some research on it, almost every actor in this movie never acted again except for Angus Scrimm. It killed their career. Like, literally, this movie killed people's careers. It was a real serial killer. It killed people's careers. So, Scream Bloody Murder, there's other movies with this title, but it's from 1975. It is just not good. I sat through it. I made myself sit through it, because I like gore as much as the next person, but the gore didn't mean anything. It was almost like an artsy horror film. So, and not even good artsy. Good artsy would be Suspiria. Is a good art film. You just don't get where the director was trying to go. I got the fact that he didn't know how to do filmmaking. Coming from somebody who, I've made films before. I made horror films in high school, and I literally know exactly like where you should go with this. And I can tell while watching it that all it needed some more substance to it, and it needed more time to develop characters. Not a character shows up to die, a character shows up to die, a character shows up to die. So whether it's Scream Bloody Murder or Matthew, if you see this movie, I really wouldn't watch it. It's a horror film, but it's not a good horror film. So out of out of 5 stars, I would give it a half star. There's better movies to waste your time with than with this movie. So, I will see you next time for more horror movie reviews here on Splatter Gore Pigs.